Hi guys! Jake and Marissa back again for more live reactions to Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Alright, so, once again, I know it's a few days into it, but happy 5 years of Power Reviews.
Okay.
I know it's now been a few days.
Yeah, it's Tuesday now.
Yeah.
The dub is up. The sub is up.
Yep, we've got everything worked out. We don't need to wake up crazy early this time, so that's good.
Nope, it's just Tuesday.
And I hope everybody enjoyed the little Kamen Rider log, the Rider log. And I once again apologize for my horrendous Japanese pronunciation, because I promised in the last video I would apologize again in this video.
Just in case there are people watching Kyuranger who are not watching Power Rangers.
Exactly.
Ninja Steel.
Yes. I tend to put the emphasis on the wrong syllables. But
That you haven't quite got the grasp on the tonal accents.
Yeah, that too. I was also just trying to talk super fast.
That too.
Keep up with everything. But yeah, not too much new in the last few days. Biggest thing was just trying to get that Kamen Rider video done.
I got my first house in Elder Scrolls Online.
Congratulations. Oh, you got a little
Chocolate?
like crumb or something. I don't know. Sorry, I just noticed it now.
Thank you.
Yeah, we just had some dinner, so I think we'll just, since there's not too much to discuss going into it, let's just dive right in.
Yeah.
With episode 34 of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, the mysterious masked warrior appears.
Is this gonna be like Tuxedo Mask?
There it goes. Magical sound. Whoa, Kyuranger! Miyageta sora ni sate ikutsu hoshi ga andaru. Kazoe kira nukute kushukusha suru nara we go. Kono sekai ni soru sekuku mugen no storai. Forete toki mita toki boku ra nani omodaru. Kangaete wakanai koto sukuku shuzuku space journey yaranai ryu toka sagasazu ni kirameku your lucky star Kyuranger Miha soto toppa shitake Kyuranger Ginga level Q cho lucky star Kyuranger Kimi ga kiraku mirai Mite mitaiんだ But why is it freezing? Come back. Why are you not playing? Play. Play. What? Why did you freeze? We're doing it live. Come on. Play. Why'd you stop? I may need to refresh. Anybody want to hear us sing the song again? Oh. Sure, why not? Sorry, guys. Say, Kyuranger! Miyageta sora ni sate ikutsu hoshi ga andaru. Kazoe kira nukute mushukasha suru nara we go. Mugen no storai. Forete toki mita toki boku ra nani omodaru. Kangaete wakanai koto sukuku space journey yaranai ryu toka sagasazu ni kirameku your lucky star Kyuranger Mihe tereso toppa shikake Kyuranger Ginga level Q cho lucky star Kyuranger Kimi ga kiraku mirai Mite mitaiんだ Marisa soku miru tobe Tobe Suki mo taturu Shinji. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and good luck. There we go.
I saw the new
Hey,
Blade
Stinger.
Runner yesterday, and I think there's a piece of popcorn shell stuck in my tooth that is just working its way loose now.
Oh wow. Champ is still in the past. Oh, that's interesting.
Uh-oh.
They got their upgrades in a lab. Okay. What? Enter his head. He can do that? We can do that? Oh. Literally going inside his head again. Okay, sure.
I was gonna say, they did that once already.
Yeah, I know,
For goodness sakes, I was busy trying to get a piece of popcorn!
That's a weird way to get intel. Yeah. Professor Anton. I like this, that Champ was sort of along for the ride for Stinger's arc, and now Stinger gets to be along for the ride for Champ's arc. Oh, Kukuruga's not letting them get away that easy. Or Kukuraga. See, my pronunciation's wrong. Hello. Looks like you got a champ there. That's not good. He's got a laser cannon in his shoulder. Did they get hurt? What
It would
happened?
appear that they're legitimately injured.
I think he's been reprogrammed or something.
Yeah.
Or something else. I don't know what's happening really. Because there are apparently two champs for some reason. So we have Quiet Champ and we have Luchador Champ. Yeah, that's a good question. What is going on here? So he's Yagyu Jubif. And somehow is not champ. It's like, no, it's totally champ. No, I'm not. But neither is that. So, are both of you champ and neither of you champ? I feel like nobody knows.
Well,
Whoa, that champ is on fire.
the champ is on fire!
And now he's gone.
Okay,
No, wait, no,
he's a white champ now.
What? Okay. He's an imitation champ. For the Bovine All-Purpose Weapon Unit 00. Okay.
So anyhow, regarding Champ saying that's not his name,
Yeah,
he's wearing a luchador mask.
that is true.
And no luchador would ever admit to who they are under the mask. Even if it's strikingly obvious.
I mean, it's possible it might still not be champ. I
Quite
don't
possible.
know.
I'm just putting forth the possibility that he is simply doing the luchador thing.
Yeah. Luchador mask on top of his.
Which, by the way,
razor helmet
also
is kind of hilarious.
changes the shape of his head, too.
Well, the thing is
Oh,
that,
that's because he's in Ranger form.
yeah. It just kind of, which is kind of hilarious that he has a mask on top of his Ranger helmet right now. Okay, he just got short circuited
Actually, I'd say overloaded.
or something. Oh, now he's just shooting everybody. Kukuraga's pretty tough. He's putting up a much better fight than Tetsu ever did.
Yeah.
That's a good ability there. ability to absorb. That shining Q-Tom keeps coming back. Oh, they just used it to distract me.
It's the old ninja trick.
Flash bomb. So, he's not doing so great.
I just finally finished watching the second season of Daredevil, and I have that Bare Naked Lady song stuck in my head about ninjas.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it's just because they were doing the ninja trick. I just,
Yeah.
Again, ninjas back in my head again.
Yeah. Must have run wild again. I'm not that champ person. So is he champ or is he somebody using champ's powers is the question.
I don't know.
This is all very strange. Turns out they just look alike. Everybody's convinced it's champ. Except for Gar. Everybody thinks Gar is. So Stinger doesn't think it's champ. How could Stinger do that though? This is all rather odd. So, yeah, that's right. Champ would have been originally created for Dark Matter, but then Professor Anton chose to not allow it. Yeah. You say you're friends with Champ, take us to Champ. It's a pretty good argument. Okay. So, after... Well, Professor Anton shouldn't have been alive yet, right? Huh. So he was already, like, super old when he created Champ. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Stinger already knew that from Scorpio. I guess he didn't believe it. Logo on his jacket. If you're not actually Champ, that's going to be amazing. Is he embarrassed?
Yep, he's totally doing the luchador thing.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And that... I'll have to clobber when he gets back. Yeah, Garu is still the only one not falling for this. Champ is ashamed over his origins. I mean, he's even got the thing to cover up his Caesar blaster. Caesar changer. However you say, or Caesar changer blaster thing. What? Well, I know it's Caesar because it has the pun with Caesar.
And he's blackened. Oh, Caesar change.
Yeah.
And he's blackened his star as well.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. Well, I think his star was. Isn't his star always black? No. He's obviously covered up his little end.
I feel like his star was slightly different than black because everyone's is black and there needed to be some contrast with his suit, but I could be wrong.
No, I think everyone's is just their own individual color. No, I'm black. It's one of those things where you stop to think about it for a moment and then suddenly you forget.
Yeah,
and now I need to see somebody else morph.
Now, so no, they have black stars.
Do they? No.
With the gem of their color in the middle.
The time has come for me to reveal my identity. Dun dun. Takes off the mask and Garu is shocked. Yeah, everybody knew except for Garu.
No, I knew too.
This is ridiculous. Poor Garu. His character has become like the joke of the team.
Why is he saying he's sorry so much back there?
It's like, why? I was the only one? I was the only one? Nobody else was fooled. Oh, he needs to
I like his little xylophone.
Champ survived all this time, but it looks like his jacket didn't.
He may have discontinued all the names and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, see, they each have their own individual color.
It's a black field behind the star.
That's what, okay, there we go. It's one of those things where you know what something looks like, and then when somebody calls it into question, all of a sudden you can no longer picture it.
I knew there was black and colored contrast there, and I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, silver and black with the colored star.
Yes.
There we go. I didn't think that the coloration had changed there.
No, it hasn't. I just fakely remembered him having more contrast there than he actually does.
Yeah. Well, he did have the gem covered up with a new one. Oh. Say the scramble. Oh, that's a little interesting launch style thing. There's definitely hammer space.
Okay, so if they're using scramble, they're probably using it to be like the term scramble the jets?
Yeah.
Scramble the fighters. It's chilly.
It's a little chilly today. So we're in the hoodies.
The weather's finally getting chilly.
Good to be back in battle. There we go.
Oh,
he's still got his issues.
He's about to go, what?
Progressive maintenance. Okay, sure. Progressive maintenance does the trick. It's cute that Nakataro still uses the spear just like Stinger does.
He sees him as a big brother.
Yeah. Woo! Shishi Red Orion. Yeah, now he's just going to completely own you. He cannot take this much power. It's going to overload him. There needs to be a limit, right? Right? That is very shiny.
My power has no limits.
Infinitely shiny. Wow. Boom! Kukuraga's not doing so great.
Oh, it's a different bird.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, with justice on your side, you can do anything. Huzzah! It's good to have Champ back. There we go. Whee! Oh, that's a nice double.
I enjoy about the structure of Japanese pop songs is that rather than having a set refrain, they have a refrain that's semi-set but has parts that change every time you hit it.
Yeah.
Like the only part of their refrain that stays the same is Kyuranger.
Right. I mean, some American songs are the same, but
not as frequently.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're in there. Interesting they say Orion, but like supposed to Orion. Orion. This could be it for Kukuraga. Kukuranga.
That is a terrible song. Little cockroach, he cannot look anymore. Missing, a little legs are much too long.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Pulling the legs off cockroach.
Yep. Orion.
Well, actually, little paws on it.
Oh, are we gonna get a combo? What's happening?
It's got no feet no more.
Oh, we are getting some sort of combo here. Oh no, it's not a combo, it's a finisher. It is a charge up giant finisher. Yeah, you are done. You're done now. This is the power of all of their Zords in one attack.
Yeah. Y'all are boned.
Whoosh! Good luck! I guess that's the end of Kukuraga.
And you slipped.
Achoo! There we go. So now they have the location that for some reason Naga couldn't just remember and had to have Balance go in and find. Nice! Got the main base location now.
That's a beach chair, isn't it?
Yep.
With the little plastic tubies.
Yep. Huh. Southern Cross.
みんな聞いてほしいことは
放送のことは言うな。余計な心配をかけたくないよ。俺とガン3人だけの秘密にしよう。
乗ってかいジャンプの連絡心配するね
Interesting. They're just gonna keep that on the down low for now.
お前たちが言うならそうしよう
Seems like that might
Hey,
be a
he's
good
got his
thing
coat
to
back.
go. Yeah, there we go.
On his arm. He's getting really weird.
Now they're finally leaving Earth. Ranger, Ranger, Q Ranger, oh Q Ranger. 3, 2, 1, oh Q. Boo, boo, boo. Oh hi yo, Oshitama, Oshitama. Lucky, lucky, Q-Tama. 3, 2, 1, oh Q. Boo, boo. Q, Tama. Tama, Tama, Q. Ripa, dupa, ripa, dupa, ba-di, Q, Tama. Tama, Tama, Q. Ripa, dupa, ba-di, ba-di, 3, 2, 1, oh Q. Boo, boo, boo. Q, Tama. Tama, Tama, Q. Ripa, dupa, ba-di, 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 Q, Tama. Tama, Tama, Q, Ripa, dupa, ba-di, ba-di. So, hey, Hammy. What? Hey!
Hey!
Hoshi Minato finally gets some. So, Hoshi Minato
The
is
secret of the universe's #1 idol.
finally taking center stage, and it'll be a Hammy focus.
Nice.
So that's fun. We finally maybe we'll get a little bit more out of Hammy, or at the very least she's getting some focus, so that's nice. She gets to be a little idol for an episode. That's gonna be cute.
Yeah, but I'm starting to think that they're just referring to Afro-Jun as
Yeah. Hoshi Minato is the #1 idol, but he's actually going to be central in an episode.
Yay!
I wonder what that's going to be like.
I don't know.
Because he's been in the background for so long.
Yeah, he's just been there.
Well, we knew it was coming eventually.
At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we're going to get a couple of these kind of episodes coming up as they kind of travel the galaxy towards Dark Matter's base. We might get some wacky side adventures along the way.
Yeah, and other planets, seeing other planetary cultures other than Earth, since we spent most of our time on Earth,
Yeah.
except for those times where we went to the planet of hats to get a Q-Tama.
Yeah, we've spent about 30 episodes pretty well based on Earth.
Yep.
With the exception of getting the Pixis Q-Tama, going to Karina to get going to Planet Keel to get the Karina Q-Tama from Eris, and going to Planet Vela to get the Vela Q-Tama from
All of
Vela
which
people.
turned out to be Planet of the Hats.
Yeah. Well, ish. I guess the Vela. We didn't really get to see much of those planets, other than their people seemed somewhat tribal in both cases.
Yes, and we're all distinguished by one distinguishing feature. Hence Planet of the Hats.
Okay, fair enough. So it's good to have Champ back. I was hoping for there to be something a little bit more to what he's been up to for the last 300 years.
Apparently hiding his head in shame.
Yeah, that's a
For
little,
300
that's a little disappointing. That's sad. I was also hoping we'd learn a little bit more about Professor Anton in that case as well. But I guess
Well, we did learn that his lapel had the Dark Matter symbol on it.
that's
And we apparently...
that's kind of a dead giveaway there. Well, we kind of already knew that too.
Just like...
That's not-
It's
so-
not on his lapel!
So I was really hoping we would get some more of a reveal thing going on here with Champ's return. Although maybe his glitches right now are going to lead to something. I don't know. They probably will. I can't think of why else they would be drawing attention to them.
Right. And they're going to become plot relevant at some point.
Yeah.
It's Chekhov's glitch.
Yeah. Poor Garu.
And you'd think as a canine he would have been able to smell the difference.
Yeah. Like for some reason they just
Or
decide
the similarity.
they just decide to make Garu the stupid one in this episode. I don't know why.
He had the idiot ball this episode.
I feel bad for Garu. His character has just kind of has really gotten the short end of the straw in a lot of respects lately. You know, he got some focus in the first episode, and then since then, he's had like
nothing. He's
had like nothing other than, oh, I'm the unlucky one, and now I need to dress up like a girl.
I didn't know my laptop had a screensaver.
I didn't know that either. And now I can't tell if my friend is my friend when he's wearing a mask, even though we regularly put on masks whenever we morph.
Yeah.
Doo doo doo.
It was literally a mask on top of a mask. Since he was morphed at the time.
Yeah.
So it's
it was very silly. He just kind of took the whole thing at face value.
Yeah.
Also, the way they wrote out Naga and Balance out of the plot of this episode felt a little weak.
Actually, I think that was kind of cute.
I mean, it was cute.
Because they actually did do a callback to the other thing, it made some sense, and...
But, like...
It fit with the plot elements. It gave it the information they needed.
Did going inside his head actually show them memories last time? I thought they just were literally inside his head.
But doesn't mean that inside his head couldn't be, like, a memory store bank where you can pick them up.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you saw Inside Out. Or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inside Out. Yeah. Look at this memory. Look at that.
I always got
this memory.
I always got that was for more of a metaphorical alternate universe kind of thing. In Inside Out. Whereas what we've seen of the inside of Naga's head was literally neurons with people running around, isn't that?
Purple goo.
Yeah.
And tissue paper.
We didn't see memories before.
Well, yeah, but at the time I think they were mostly tooling around his subconscious since they were getting his repressed self back out.
I suppose. It still felt a little weak. Like, if we had at least seen Balance, like, doing something in there...
Okay, they could have cut to Balance a couple of times.
Because it didn't show... Because last time he was in there, I don't believe they had access to memories or anything.
No, but it was kind of interesting that there were two different Nagas in Naga's head at the time.
Yes.
So maybe he went in there and interrogated the evil one who's trapped somewhere.
Well, they defeated the evil one with when they defeated the Micro-Zero Endeavor. Because there were Endeavors inside his body making him do things. Also, as we've seen before, he was able to operate with people walking around inside his head before, so I'm not sure why he needed to sleep through all that with Balance this time either.
Yeah, I don't know why he had to sleep through it.
I don't know why he had to sleep through it. I don't know how Balance accessed his memories, and I don't know why, if the memories are there, he couldn't remember them himself.
Well, I think it's kind of something along the lines of, like, hypnotic regression. Sometimes you can't remember things consciously, but someone can help you.
Oh, fair enough. It was just really kind of not well explained.
Which is really dodgy science, by the way, because half of the time hypnotic regression causes you to make up memories.
Oh, yeah?
Which is why it's not admissible in court.
It would be really funny if they get there and it's like, oh, this was totally the wrong memory. Naga, this is where you went for spring break. And then we just zoom out and it's just a party and everybody's dancing in bikinis.
Except for it's Naga's planet. So they wouldn't be.
No, it's not. No, I didn't say it wasn't his home planet. It was where he went for spring break.
I don't think people from his home planet get to leave his home planet.
Well, he hasn't been at his home planet for a while, I would
okay,
say.
so some spring break, but then he would have been there previously.
With
so
Balance,
it would have been
yeah.
where we went for spring break, not where you went for spring break.
That's true, that's true. This is where I brought you for spring break. I knew that planet sounded familiar. Someone throws Champ some beads.
Do they do that at spring break? I thought that was Mardi Gras.
This is alien spring break.
What do I know? I spent every spring break in my dorm, in my bed, on my laptop, playing The Sims.
Fair enough.
Because that's what I played in college.
I went to Miami once for spring break, but that was to visit my grandma. I went to visit Bubby for like my sophomore spring break. It was nice.
No, I always just spent it in my dorm. I'd stock up on like ramen noodle and Mountain Dew.
Yep.
And like not leave my room for the entire week except for to go across the hall to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
And it was paradise.
Got a little something from my throat there. So I felt like that was a little weak.
Okay, I'll grant you it was a little weak. I enjoyed it on a surface level, however.
It was amusing.
I enjoyed it.
It just kind of knocked them out of the plot and out of the big.
Look, when you've got that many characters, sometimes you need to.
No, I do recognize that, but it did mean also that they missed out on the reunion with Champ, and they missed out on the big final finisher that everybody teamed up for.
Fair enough.
I mean, it did get. I mean, Raptor had a reason to at least stay on the bridge to
I was going to say that
keep an eye on. Raptor and Raptor stayed on the bridge to keep an eye on Naga, while.
Yeah, but through most of it, Shorembo was also.
Well, yeah, with Hammy and Spada, and then Zhou and Hammy and Spada all went out in the Megazord, and Raptor stayed behind to keep an eye on Naga as the bridge turned sideways.
That was funny. She just kind of threw herself on top of him.
Yeah.
Which is about when I recognized it as a lawn chair, but I wasn't really sure until he got out of it and looked at it and went, yep, that's
a lawn chair.
That's one of those stretchy lawn chairs that sticks to the backs of your legs. Those are terrible lawn chairs.
I also felt like Champ's return felt a little weak, just as an episode. He wasn't really being given there wasn't really a clear, like, this is what I've been doing in the meantime, and this is why I'm back now. Apart from...
Well, I think why he came back now, although they did not make it particularly clear, was that he was not about to let his prototype wreck his friends.
I felt like there wasn't enough of a focus.
They should have been more explicit about that, but that's...
It's like, oh no, you're an imposter, says me, the totally not the person who you are impostoring.
Yes.
Which, yeah, I know that was kind of the thing, but it also still kind of... How did he know about this? How did he know to show up? Because it was like, this thing shows up, and he shows up, boom, right after.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw it on the news. And I was around the block. I've actually been living around the block for the last 300 years. And then I saw this on the news. I'm like, hey, that's not cool. I mean...
So I stepped outside my apartment onto the roof.
Yeah. Actually, a pretty nice place. I saved up for like a good 200 years or so, and I invested wisely.
I invested in IBM back in 1975.
I don't think that he went back to 1975. I think he went back to like 2100.
Fair enough.
And it's probably like 2400 or something now.
But he could have done the contemporary equivalent of investing in something that was going to...
I invested in Jarkmeyer's stocks right before the invasion. But yeah, he's just been on Earth, I guess, this whole time. And he must have actually also seen his past self fighting in, like, if he...
Yeah, because he'd have to stay away to avoid a paradox until the point at which they time travel.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was a good reason for him to stay away, was to avoid interacting with himself.
So he kind of did a, what's that movie?
Any movie with time travel? What,
Primer.
Bill and Ted? Oh, Primer?
He kind of pulled a Primer.
Oh yeah, where he just chills out in the hotel room until his other self
is done. Yes.
That was a horrible time machine in so many ways. If you've ever, I don't know if you've ever heard of Primer. It's an independent film about time travel, and they handle time travel. They use a lot of really of correct engineering and physics and scientific jargon to explain how it all works, and it actually works pretty well with those terms. if you can understand what they're talking about. They do not dumb it down.
Physicist.
But it then just kind of spirals out of control during the latter point as they start getting increasingly time loops, etc. But basically, the way the time machine worked in that is, it's literally like a box that you go in, and you chill out in there for like 6 hours, and then when you come out, it's 6 hours in the past. You can travel into the past, but you need to travel in. You can only travel into the past at a rate of 1 hour per hour.
Yeah, so it's at the same rate the time moves forward, you can move backwards.
So if you want to go farther back, you need to go farther back. If you need to oh, also there was like no air in there, so you need to bring an oxygen tank.
Oxygen tank.
So you can only be in the time machine for as long as your oxygen tank lasts.
Right.
And you can only go back about, a day, week tops. Plus, you need to first make sure to set your time machine at the point. It's like, okay, I'm going to go back in time to this time. So this is the time I'm going to turn on the time machine. I'm going to come back in 6 hours, get in the time machine, and then I'll come out at the time when I turned it on.
Yeah, so you have to... So you cannot use this time machine to move any further back in time than when the time machine was made, because you have to turn it on at your destination and then just go through life normally until you decide to go back to that point.
In many ways, it's an awful time machine, but it's also probably the most realistic time machine possible.
It's like having save points in a video game.
Except with save points in a video game, you don't have to, wait during the...
It's true.
It's like, I've been playing for like 2 hours and then I died. Now I'm going to have to go back to my save point from 2 hours ago. And it's going to take me 2 hours to get back to that save point. As the game loads for the next 2 hours and you just sit there with an oxygen tank.
But because of the way they would do these things, because they knew what was going on, they had to, after they'd gone back in time, in order to avoid meeting their actual selves...
They would go chill out in a hotel room the whole time. Which, again, feels like a horrible use of a time machine. But you know what you have access to from a hotel room?
The internet.
The internet. And you know what you can access through the internet? The stock market. You can accomplish a lot with 6 hours of knowing exactly how the last 6 hours went. And
you can also wreck your life.
Yes. Everything just kind of went kind of nuts after a while there.
Okay, so that being said, Champ essentially primered himself, at least during the period of time between Champ's actual creation and their things.
Yeah, he pretty much just played the stock markets from a hotel for the last 300 years.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising he went a little nutty.
Because he would have to, sequester himself to avoid changing the time stream.
I mean,
Because what you know of the future, if you change any of it, then you won't know the future.
Yeah. Which is really annoying. Or he could have just made some money as a fortune teller.
That too.
I predict that this major event in history will happen tomorrow. Because that's when it happens.
I think that would have brought a little too much fame to him.
Probably.
And then the Kyurangers would have noticed.
Yeah. Probably just played the stock market, kept it quiet. You know what he could have done during that time? He could have secretly built a robot army if he really wanted to.
Who's to say he didn't?
I get the impression that he didn't. Champ, there are many things you could have done over the course of 300 years. I mean, there's a lot you could do over the course of 1 year.
But it would appear that he did none of those things.
You were really lazy for 300 years. I would expect this of Shoranpo. He seems like he'd just be wanting to try and chill out for 300 years if he had that kind of time. But you did not do much of anything.
Nope.
It's kind of disappointing. I find it hard to believe that you weren't even able to find Professor Anton, because you had 300 years. You knew where he was,
And multiple times and...
You know where he was at the time of your creation. You probably could have you probably could have gone there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, a few days earlier.
Yeah.
and then, try and encounter him.
Like, I find it really hard to believe you could not find somebody who created you
In 300
and who basically raised you. How could you not find someone who raised you?
Who doesn't know you're looking for them and is not trying to hide.
Yeah, like, unless, like, were you kept in a box when you were being raised? Did you not know where you were and he just kind of would blindfold you whenever you went outside? I mean, you found his... You went off to a wrestling championship and then came back to find him murdered. Like...
So you knew where you were.
You knew at least where to look to find him when he was being murdered. You couldn't go to that spot?
Probably not, because then he'd be tempted to save him, and that would change the time stream.
Well, yeah, sure, but I get the impression he wouldn't care that much about changing the time stream in that particular case.
Fair enough.
He would have wanted to save his creator.
But what if it means that my friends no longer become born?
I don't think Professor Anton was killed that long ago. There are flaws here. It's like I feel like Champ was only in the past really to have somebody to put Shorampo in the cryo chamber. And really Eris could have done that.
Yeah.
Although, I'm assuming this glitchy thing is going to be a thing, but even so, that's still...
I don't know, maybe...
Maybe
he set himself on a sleep timer.
Oh, what, Champ?
Yeah. Kind of like when you have one of those things that automatically turns your Christmas lights on?
Yeah. No, that's what I would have expected him to do, but that's not... But he didn't say that he'd done that.
Well, but he could have still.
He could have,
That would explain several hundred years of hopefully not just sitting in a frickin' hotel room.
I get the
because
impression
what's
that's all he
going
did.
on?
Champ, you really did not have a productive 3 centuries.
You really did not.
Did it take you that long to make a mask? Did you really work that hard on that mask?
No,
I mean, it was an okay mask, but it was not like that was not that level of quality.
He was a luchador in reality, so he probably... There's no... All he would have to do is wait until he came home, found Anton dead, freaked out and ran away, and then just take his mask.
I don't know if he had a mask when he was the wrestling champion, because he didn't say that he was a luchador.
I always got the picture he was a luchador.
Well, fair enough, but also that mask wouldn't have fit on him from before he was a Kyuranger.
Oh, right, because it fits his Kyuranger helmet, not his face.
I mean, then again, his Kyuranger helmet shouldn't be able to fit on his head, so what do I know?
Hey, same thing happened to Doggy Kruger.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
So.
I get the impression that's a transformation, though, but the mask doesn't look like it.
We don't ask questions.
Also, has he just been morphed this whole time?
Also, can you please explain to me how exactly there's a transformation going on here when we have Rangers frequently taking their helmets off and sticking them under their arm?
That's sort of a intermediate mode was my interpretation.
Okay, so at what point during pulling the helmet off does his nose exist again? Because
somewhere in between.
That could look real freaky.
Think of it like a TARDIS. Think of the helmet like a TARDIS.
The helmet is bigger on the inside.
Exactly.
Okay.
That
would mean that in order to, with the neck hole it's got, he would kind of have to go up the nose and then over his head.
Oh, no, it's I mean, that does kind of explain how a lot of times people just go thump with the helmet. But as far as we have seen Rangers actually remove their helmet
and use
in
the
Mighty
buckle?
Morphin. Yeah, they do the buckle and then they separate and reconnect.
Fair enough.
But then again, we've also seen them go thump.
Yeah.
So I assume that wormhole helmet inside is viability.
Fair enough.
So yeah, the helmets are bigger on the inside. That makes the most sense out of anything.
Suit's bigger on the inside too.
Yeah.
For Champ.
No, the suit is actually the same. It's the same body, pretty much. He just has slightly different chest patterning, but like his arms and legs are still the same costume pieces.
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's.
He looked skinnier to me in his black suit. Maybe it's just slimming.
I think it's mostly just the change of his head makes it look different. Basically, they mostly just change out the head and chest piece is the main thing. I think they might also change out the hands. And they make sure that he has the same
Belt.
belt as everybody else. But if you even look at it, the belt is going around where...
He's got the golden medallion on his stomach.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't usually have that golden medallion that was part of today, but...
Yeah.
Where he would have it. You know, his belt shape, where the belt goes, is there when he's demorphed, and then when he's morphed, there's just the belt over it. Yeah, oddly enough, he changes... he does not get a full-on different costume when he morphs, which is a little strange. I mean, it works visually.
Garu's furry, so...
Yeah, well, Garu's is furry, yes, but it's still a complete costume. Champ is the only one who doesn't get a complete costume that is different from his regular self.
Yeah, because Raptor goes into a full-on human shape at that point.
Yeah, with wings. Raptor's transformation is always so odd to me that she just...
Look, you know, I'm
gets
telling
those
you
wings.
something, the boots are bigger than the inside.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because Raptor's got huge Mickey Mouse feet.
Yeah, the fact that her feet changed shape and size and she gets wings has always been... I mean, the wings are cool, but
The wings are not as weird. Look, people, they get wings. It happens. Their suit, you can add things.
Well, I'm just
but they
saying...
subtracted foot.
Pretty much everybody else, their transformations are either subtractive or accommodating for their non-human physiology. Like Stinger's tail.
Right.
She's the only one who transforms and gets something extra.
Fair enough.
Because she gets the big, the wings on the back, which nobody else gets a thing like that.
I like her wings.
I like her wings too, they just don't make sense. I didn't say I didn't like them, I just said they're strange, because they don't make sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm glad Garu's back.
Yay.
I kind of wish that he had a
more fitting episodal return.
Yeah,
They could have done more justice to the return of Champ.
Champ. Yeah, it was. I mean,
Garu.
you know, it was a nice little character focus. It's like, okay, look, it's okay to come back and join the team again. I know you're embarrassed that you didn't have...
even if you were made by dark matter.
I know you had a bad 300 years, but it's okay to rejoin the team.
I mean, did you see what Naga did? Do you
Yeah.
really think we're going to reject you?
Exactly. But he has his whole sense of honor. And, you know, it was... a good chunk of it was in line with his character, with his sense of justice and honor, but it still felt like a missed story opportunity and a mismanaged story opportunity on a number of counts.
Fair enough.
So not a strong episode, but still it was just nice to see him back.
Yeah.
And
we got the whole gang back together now.
Yep, and Kugaraga's done, so I guess Akinba or whatever, however her
The Akibara looking chick.
her name. She's, I guess, the only Vice Shogun left now if Kugaraga's done.
Yep.
This was also a little bit of an anticlimactic end to Kugaraga, because...
My power is unlimited!
Well,
it did have shades of Dragon Ball Z there.
I mean, it's nice to get rid of the
Kamehameha!
This felt very much like it was the end of an arc that didn't happen.
Yes!
That's what this episode
That's a
felt
really
like.
good description.
It's like, we got our last team we got our missing team member back, and we defeated the evil clone of him, and we defeated one of our Vice Shoguns by finally uniting all our Zords in a single final attack. But that seems like, okay, that's something that happens at the end of a story, but that story didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Because Kugaraga had no ties to Champ as a character.
Nope.
He had no direct interactions with him. It was just all of a sudden we had evil Proto-Champ for an episode.
Which for some reason they waited until it was thematically appropriate in the time stream to use.
Yeah. And it was all over and done in one episode.
Yeah.
Proto-Champ shows up, Champ comes back, they win Champ back over, they
and
defeat the one with
white, red,
the
and
guy
black
who brought...
colors that makes it look like the production series Ava's.
Yeah.
I kept expecting its mouth to open.
It also just kind of had a weird looking mouth. It almost
That's why I kept expecting it to open.
yeah. It looked less like a bull than Champ because it was a shorter snout. It was more cow-like than bull-like. I mean, it was bovine production unit, so I guess it was.
It doesn't have to be a.
It doesn't
white
have
cow.
to be a bull. Yeah. Also, that thing had no lines or personality or anything, so there was they revealed that it wasn't Champ really fast.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
It doesn't look much like a bull. That's because it's a cow. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. That was it was from an episode of Face Off. Somebody did a like a minotaur type character, and but it was on a woman.
Right.
And so one of the judges was like, it doesn't feel a lot like a bull. And then the other judge was, that's because it's a cow. And he's just like... Because it would make sense that a female minotaur would be based off a cow rather than a bull.
Exactly.
Alright, well I think we probably spent enough time discussing this episode.
Yes.
But yeah, we're happy to see him back.
Yay, Champ!
Hopefully this is just the beginning of the new story for him with the glitches and...
Yeah, I'm interested to see where that whole thing with Garu and Stinger covering for him.
I mean, if I was a robot who was around for 300 years, I'd make some, personal modifications, maybe toss on a jetpack.
Rocket boots!
Rocket boots! If there's one thing we've learned from Power Rangers Ninja Steel, it's that the real measure of a robot's value is its rocket boots. So... Until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. 3, 2, 1, lift off.